and wonders, miracles follow you.
Welcome to WAFIF Connect. Here's your host.
But make we get back to basic. The fundamental reason for church have to empty out hell and full up heaven.
International Believers Gathering 2025.
Join Worship and Faith International Fellowship on Friday, November 7th for an unforgettable night of worship and word.
Featuring international gospel recording artist, the anointed minister Kevin Downswell, starting at 7:30 p.m.
Then on Sunday, November 9th,
the celebration continues with 3 dynamic services,
6:45 a.m. to 9 a.m.,
9:30 a.m.
to 12:30 p.m.,
and
6 p.m. with guest speaker
Bishop Lennox Walker.
Go open the Bible. Stop listening to Instagram and TikTok.
Hosted by Apostle Dr. Courtney McLean and Reverend Nadine McLean, founders and senior pastors of WAFIF.
We're possessing territories. Meet us at Lot 55A Old Harbor Road, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, Jamaica. And
come expectant,
because glory is gathering at WAFIF.
Hey, great afternoon, everyone. Welcome to WAFIF Connect. We bless God for what He's doing in our lives. We bless God for what He's doing through WAFIF, through our pastor, senior pastor and founder, Apostle Dr. Courtney McLean and Reverend Nadine McLean. We bless God for all of our campuses, all our campus pastors. Listen, God has just been a wonderful God, and we're thankful to God for His preservation in the island of Jamaica and just the different Caribbean countries who would have experienced Hurricane Melissa. You know, it has been a difficult time for some persons just in the different countries. And in particular, when you look at Jamaica, Hurricane Melissa would have devastated different parts of the country, especially those in the western side of the island, in Clarendon, in St. Elizabeth, Manchester, St. James, Westmoreland, just different places. And you see the different things that are happening on social media, in the news, about the recovery that is needed and the relief that is needed. And we bless God for just the different organizations who would have jumped on, and those from other countries would have sent help already and are continuing to send help. Yes, we continue to pray for our government. Definitely, this is a defining moment for them. And this is something that we have to pray and ask God to help them as they make decisions that is going to impact many of our citizens as we seek to get help, seek to get relief. Some communities island-wide also are without electricity. So we also pray for the Jamaica Public Service that help will come for them. We bless God for the different countries who would have sent linemen to help in restoring electricity. And so we continue to pray as a nation that the God of heaven, that Jesus will continue to help us. Listen, He has spared us. Amen. And so we want to continue to pray for those who have been affected. Some communities are still marooned. Some citizens are still marooned because of blockages, because of, rising waters that have not receded yet. And so we definitely want to ask God for His divine intervention. Whether we were impacted directly, you were impacted directly or indirectly. Listen, it is something that is affecting every single Jamaican, whether you live in the country or you live abroad. Many of us, as you look on social media, would have been traumatized as well. But listen, the God of all grace is going to provide comfort. We bless God for just the different organizations who have started to send help, the different churches that have started to send help. We bless God that WAFIF has been providing help as well. We were able, through our apostle and through just the different members, different persons giving, were able to go to Montego Bay on Monday to just provide help, to give encouragement and also to give packages to a lot of people. We were in the communities, especially the community of West Green, and Apostle was there with us. Some of our leaders were there, members were there, and we were just helping the people, giving them encouragement, praying for them, also giving them packages, water, different food items. Listen to me. It was just a time that was difficult for some of us, but we were able to just assist the people there. When you look at mud in people's homes, when you look at how they had to be throwing away their furnitures, throwing away their bed, throwing away everything that's in the house when the flood waters came in on them, and it was so high that everything in the house was inundated. I am telling you that we have to continue to pray for those in the West. We weren't able to go everywhere, but listen, we're happy we're able to provide some assistance, and we continue to do so as the days go by. Yes, I want to share with us very quickly that as you go through this time, whether you are down the west or you are up here, you're in the east, wherever you are, you're in St. Catherine, you're in Kingston, wherever you are, as I said before, many of us would have seen the devastation, and it would have done something to our hearts. It would have done something to us psychologically. It would have done something to us emotionally. And so I want to encourage us in this WAFIF Connect. How do you manage? How do you cope emotionally after seeing or experiencing such a disaster as this one that Melissa Hurricane created? And I want to just share with you a couple of points that I believe will help you, will help us to just manage this emotional trauma that we would have gone through and that would have affected us. The first thing I want to say to us is that it is important that if you're able to, that you connect with others. Connect with others. What does that look like? That looks like, one, talking about your feelings. Share your emotions with trusted friends, family, or a support group. This will relieve stress and make you feel less alone. This is so important. Listen, now is the time where we talk. Find someone to talk to. Talk to them about your feelings. Talk to them about how you are feeling, how you felt when you saw the devastation. Yes, it's important. Share with somebody else, because we want to make sure that you are emotionally able to manage. When we went to Montego Bay and when we came back and just talking to some persons, one of the things that some persons said is that, listen, when they go to shower, they don't even want to shower because they're thinking about the people in Montego Bay, the people in St. Elizabeth who don't even have water to shower. Some of them say when they're eating, that's what comes to mind. They're thinking about those who don't have any food to eat. Those things are important for you to share, because it is going to help you to relieve that emotional stress that you are going through right now. Yes. The second thing I want to say to you is stay connected. Maintain social ties with friends, family, neighbors. Help others to provide a sense of purpose and aid in your own healing. People are hurting. People are hurting emotionally. And so it's important that you connect with your family, connect with your neighbors, connect with your friends so that you can heal together. Yes, you can talk about what you are feeling, what you're going through right now. Yes, what is necessary is that you are getting healing. Don't sit alone. Don't sit in isolation. No, find someone to talk to. Stay connected to people. Then, if you realize that you're really going down a path, it is important that you seek professional help. If you realize that your emotional distress is severe or is persistent, it's important to contact a counselor or contact a mental health professional. that is there to guide you. Right here at WAFIF, we have a counseling center, a counseling department. It is critical that you reach out to us, or you can reach out to Family Life. You can reach out to different churches as well, different counseling agencies that can assist you in making sure that you are managing emotionally. Listen, a critical aspect of us growing and developing is learning to manage emotionally, learning to manage mentally. And so I want us to really take this serious as we talk about learning to deal with those emotional distresses after such a natural disaster. Then I want to say to you very quickly, manage your thoughts and emotions. Acknowledge your feelings. Listen, this is how I am feeling. When I see the devastation, I feel like, oh my God, this cannot be true. This cannot be real. I feel like I'm living somewhere else. Is this really Jamaica? Yeah. Myself, I had to say those things. Yes. I had to acknowledge how I'm feeling. And listen, it's okay. You're feeling sad. You're feeling fearful. You're feeling anger. Just say them. Acknowledge them. Yes. Say that this is how I'm feeling. And I really want help in just appropriating these feelings. Then, big thing I want us to get is limit our news consumption. Limit our news consumption. When you are seeing and hearing things, you're hearing about the devastation over and over and over, it's almost like you're opening the wounds again and again. That sometimes you feel like, yes, you are managing now, but then you go and look on social media, you go and listen to the news over and over, and those thoughts, those feelings of fear, those feelings of anger, those feelings of distress are just going to come rushing in again. Limit it. So avoid excessive exposure to news and social media, which will increase anxiety and stress. If you keep just looking at the news headline and social media and you keep watching the videos, listen to me, it will increase your level of anxiety and stress. It will increase your blood pressure. I want you to learn to manage that. Some people is on the other spectrum. Some people just don't eat at all. Listen to me. I want you to manage that. Stay informed through credible sources, but schedule specific times for it, because we must stay informed, but we have to schedule what? Specific times for it. Sometimes when I'm on social media, listen, and I read a couple of the things and then I move on. I don't continue just reading. And some of us, we watch a lot of people's personal status rather, and we keep taking in and taking on so many things. It is going to create more anxiety and stress. When you become so anxious and you become so stressful, you will not be able to help others. If you cannot help yourself, I'm telling you, you will not be able to help others. Then critical is this: focus on small goals. Break down overwhelming tasks into smaller ones, manageable steps to create a sense of accomplishment. The truth is, when you see so much devastation and you want to help, you realize, listen, though I have helped, this seems like a drop in the bucket because there's so much more that needs to be done. Well, don't become overwhelmed with that. Be thankful that you are able to give. And then if you can continue to give periodically, please do so, because it is going to help someone else. You might not have material things to give, but you're a counselor. You are a first aider. Whatever it is, you can assist someone else in a particular way. But remember, the first thing is to do what? Take care of yourself. When you're in the plane and they are giving out the instructions, what do they say? They say if the mass drops down, if the pressure gets low in the aircraft, put on your mask what? First. In other words, manage yourself first, then you'll be able to help someone else. So your self-care is important. If you're going down the west to help others, make sure that you too, you have stabilized yourself emotionally. I'm telling you, because based on my experience, if I did not stabilize myself emotionally when I saw the devastation, I'm telling you, it would have created more anxiety. Yes. Then finally, find a sense of purpose. Involve yourself in the community recovery efforts or find a creative way to express your feelings. Get involved. Jamaica will rise. Jamaica will grow. Jamaica will come out better than before.
You just heard WAFIF Connect, a program about the supernatural, where you get your miracles now. That's right, real stories from real people with real results. And aired on this station Monday to Friday at 4:30 p.m. with Apostle Courtney McLean and our campus pastors, Reverend Kimola Brownlow of WAFIF Fort Lauderdale, Reverend Kenroy Waldo, WAFIF Clarendon, and Reverend Tennyson Dixon of WAFIF Canada. And produced by WAFIF, Worship and Faith International Fellowship.